With two famous and wealthy parents, Alexa Ray Joel seemed to have everything from the moment she was born, but then a bottle of pills nearly took it all away in one terrible instant. Being the child of rich and famous parents may seem like a perfect life. Unfortunately, Alexa Ray Joel couldn't escape the pain of her parents' divorce. Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley first got together in 1983 and married 2 years later. The superstar couple welcomed their only child together before the end of 1985 and seemed to have a happy life. However, Brinkley and Joel's marriage fell apart in late 1993, leading to a nasty public divorce. In January 1995, as part of the divorce trial, Alexa's former nanny, Alzarine Viana, swore in an affidavit that Brinkley had ignored signs of her 8-year-old daughter's distress. Viana claimed she tried to warn Brinkley about her daughter's troubled behavior, saying Alexa would become angry and would lose her temper, but to no avail. Viana said, "Alexa was withdrawing from her friends, and she was spending a lot of time alone in her room, but I felt like I was talking to a wall because Christy didn't respond at all." Brinkley's lawyer characterized Viana as a disgruntled employee, dismissing her claims. Although she grew up with two incredibly famous parents, Alexa Ray Joel initially didn't have a clue as to the extent of their stardom as a kid. She told the New York Post in December 2010, "I just thought they were popular. I thought I was the star." As she got older, however, Alexa was struggling to overcome the immense pressure of being the only child of her gorgeous mother and musical genius father. It was never, "I hate my parents." It was more, "I hate myself." I was very shy and insecure, and I felt like I was in this big shadow. Like her father, Alexa fell in love with singing and embarked on a music career herself, but it's been far from easy. Accusations of nepotism came her way, but she insists that she's not interested in getting a leg up for being Billy Joel's daughter. During a May 2021 interview with Yahoo, Alexa talked about how she's focused on stepping out of her parents' shadow, saying, "Sometimes it is a little bit frustrating because I feel that I have to repeat myself in terms of how involved I am with my own work." Alexa Ray Joel was seemingly born to be a musician. Besides her famous father, her middle name was given in homage to Ray Charles, the iconic singer-songwriter who duetted with Billy Joel on Baby Grand. Alexa has spoken of her devotion to music and released her first EP Sketches in 2006. She released an original single in 2011 as well, called Beg You to Stay. Sadly, it was around this time that the difficult treatment she received from tabloids, media, and online trolls took over her life, leading her to take a 10-year hiatus from recording music. During her 2021 conversation with Yahoo, Alexa recounted how she'd reacted to being scrutinized as a teenager, saying it made her want to disappear. So, as she explained, "I just hid in my then-boyfriend's house and I completely shut down. I was like, I'm never doing music again." It took Alexa years to feel comfortable performing live again, eventually starring in a series of cabaret shows in New York to regain her confidence. Thankfully, she has come back into the limelight stronger than ever, having released a couple singles in 2021. And in September 2024, she teased the release of her next EP. In December 2009, Alexa overdosed on a muscle relaxer. Almost immediately, she called emergency services, complaining that it was hard to breathe. Thankfully, the singer received treatment at the hospital, but it didn't take long for the press to catch wind of the incident, leading to a media frenzy of speculation and headlines. 1 year later, Alexa tried to set the record straight. In a 2010 interview with the New York Post, she explained that after a breakup from her boyfriend of 5 years, musician Jimmy Riot, she spiraled. "I have a flair for the dramatic. I got caught up in my own head. It was a panic. I didn't want to die. I just didn't want to feel what I was feeling at that moment anymore." That same year, in an interview with ABC News, she clarified that it wasn't a suicide attempt, but rather an accidental overdose while trying to calm a panic attack.
I wasn't trying to hurt myself. I wasn't trying to kill myself. I was panicked. I was not thinking clearly at all.
Fortunately, her parents were supportive, and they became closer as she recovered. Alexa poured all of her anguish into her music, finding a healthy outlet to deal with her emotions. She said she's been working on herself since the incident. Over the years, there have been countless famous celebrities with terrifying stalker stories. Tragically, Alexa found this out firsthand in 2013 when she became the victim of Cheryl Finley's stalking and abusive Facebook messages. The singer had been bombarded for months by unsolicited DMs that, according to court records, included references to sadistic sexual behavior, violent physical assaults, and murder. Alexa was, understandably, too scared to leave her home, and her dad hired a bodyguard. Billy Joel also sought the help of an internet security company, which had come recommended by Sir Paul McCartney to help track the perpetrator down, something which took only minutes. Finley was charged with the harassment and cyberstalking of Alexa, for which he pleaded not guilty. Finley had struggled with her mental health over the years, having spent some time in a psychiatric facility. She was discovered nude in the woods of her hometown by local police. As a result of stalking Alexa, Finley faced up to 5 years in jail and a fine of up to $10,000. Alexa's mom, Christy Brinkley, is a stunning supermodel, and unfortunately, that means Alexa has been bullied throughout her life over her looks. Even as a child, unkind comments were made online about how she looked more like her rock star father than her glamorous mother. In speaking with Yahoo, Alexa remarked, "I was made to feel ashamed. I was critiqued for my appearance. I just felt that it wasn't fair. I wasn't ready to be looked at or viewed in that way. I was still kind of growing into myself and was definitely going through a bit of an awkward phase, as the rest of us go through." One physical attribute many of her haters would point out was her nose. In 2010, Alexa made the decision to undergo plastic surgery to change the shape of her nose. She told People magazine in 2014, "I liked everything else about my physical appearance, but my nose always bothered me a bit. I think I look more like me than my father's daughter now." When she debuted a new look on Instagram in April 2014, showcasing a revealing outfit and smoky eye, the media became convinced that Alexa had altered far more than just her nose, something she denied. She wrote on Instagram in a since-deleted caption, "I would just like to add that all of the continuously circulating rumors that I have had extensive face work and undergone breast augmentation surgery is simply and entirely 100% false." Alexa confirmed that rhinoplasty was all she'd had done, and that she'd always been honest about this, adding that any change in appearance was due to the talents of her incredibly skilled makeup artist.
No, I haven't had anything else done.
Unfortunately, despite the passage of time, the cruel comments haven't ceased. Fortunately, Alexa knows how to clap back at trolls, and when an unkind Instagrammer said something about her looks in a January 2018 comment, she retorted, "You may think I'm hideous, but I like the way I look, and that's really all that matters." Alexa Ray Joel had found her niche and stepped out of her father's shadow when she began starring in cabaret performances. Unfortunately, she had a frightening health scare while on stage during a sold-out show at the Café Carlyle in New York City in April 2014. Alexa was giving the final performance of her 2-week run at the Jazz Lounge when she collapsed. The singer was taken to the hospital, where it was determined the cause was vasovagal syncope, an often harmless medical condition that occurs when your nervous system malfunctions, causing a drop in blood pressure and heart rate. Alexa didn't need any further treatment, but was disappointed she couldn't finish her performance. She said in a statement, "I wanted to thank everyone for coming out to support me. I was excited and determined to fulfill my final performance, and I really wanted to end my run with a bang, but this was not what I had in mind."
I'm doing fine, I'm great, I'm standing, I'm okay.
After years of difficulty, heartbreak, and scrutiny, Alexa Ray Joel shared some thrilling news in 2018 when, after dating restaurateur Ryan Gleason for over 4 years, he popped the question. Alexa announced her engagement in an Instagram post in January, writing, "I was completely taken off guard, dumbstruck, and shell-shocked, and for once in my life, I had absolutely no words. I just kept staring at this ridiculously exquisite ring." A year went by without a word about what their plans were, and in an interview with People in January 2019, the singer explained that they had just been too busy to set the date. But she also revealed that she had done some planning, deciding on old-school Italian food for the reception. She also added that she wouldn't have bridesmaids by her side during the ceremony. Sadly, Christy Brinkley confirmed in March 2020 that her daughter's wedding planning had been paused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Like many people whose ceremonies were delayed by coronavirus, Alexa was disappointed, but it was the responsible choice. So far at least, she and her beau have yet to tie the knot, nor have they confirmed any more future plans to do so. After everything she's been through, here's hoping that Alexa finally gets her very own happily ever after.